Hey everybody, welcome back to Trinity Dairy. Don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out our merch store down below. There's a link in the description. You can check out some hats and shirts and stuff like that. It's December 13th today. It's about 45 degrees out right now, so it's a downright balmy out here. What we're working on right now, I got a kind of a little project I've been hashing over here, seeing what I want to do, but we got this Gehl 400 chopper. This was one of them in our cave-in video where that machine shed had caved in. It had caved in. It actually had bent that down. I had bent it back up. We actually chopped some corn stalks with it last spring. I think we had some video on that, but so it does work. But anyway, what I want to do with this is I want to try to kind of convert it and make it my bedding chopper for the barn. If you're familiar with the channel, last winter we used the 790 to chop bedding. I had big squares. I just back it up, there's a little door on the bottom of the hay barn, and blow a pile of chopped straw in there. Right now I've just been using, I've got a little individual bale chopper, but it works better if I can put a whole pile in there. So, but anyway, the 790 worked really good, chopped beautiful, chopped it up real fine. But I got that tucked away in the shed, and it's just more wear and tear to put on that chopper, especially if you get bedding with a little dirt or something in it. What we always used before, I have a video on that too, actually, an old Papex silo filler. We used to use that for chopping straw. That chopped kind of long, but the way the pipe setup we had for it worked the best to get up into the barn. So what I want to do, I'm going to make an adapter to go from this, which I believe is a 9-inch pipe. I'm going to take this off, and then there's a pipe stub in here to go from that to the 6-inch for that fits the silo filler. So what I've got here is I've got the 6-inch. This is the ring from the old silo filler pipe, and then this is should be the right size. I'm going to check it for sure, but this should fit over the chopper. This is just an old dust collector cone. So get in the right spot and then cut it off, and we'll make an adapter for this. And then I'm going to take the corn head off. Should put this in the shed because it's actually really good corn head yet. So don't let the belting get all deteriorated. But I'm going to put the hay head on here, so then we can just feed the big squares or round bales or whatever we want into it. So anyway, that's what we're doing now. I'm going to get this spout pulled off and excuse me, see what we're dealing with under there. Okay, so I got all the clamps loose around here and unhooked this. This is just a homemade thing we made to turn the spout because it turns so hard manually. And then I got the cable unhooked there, so it should be free now. So I'll bring the skid steer. I'll probably put the forks on the skid steer and come around here and see if I can pick this off of here. Sometimes these come off pretty good, and sometimes you really got to fight them, but we'll see what happens. Well, that came off good. We'll see if this ring fits on here. I know it fit on the New Holland because I had that actually hooked to the silo pipe for grinding ear corn, but I'm not sure on the Gehls, but they should be pretty close, I would think. This one's a little bit bigger, I guess, huh? It's actually about the same size. Well, I'm going to do a little figuring on how I want to do this. I maybe don't even need that ring. I might just be able to cut the cone off on the bottom and just get that to fasten. I don't want it fastened real solid because I need to be able to adjust it up and down and side to side a little bit. So we'll tinker with this a little and see what we come up with. Well, there we have it. I think that'll actually work pretty well. Just can clamp my smaller pipe on here, get it set where I want it, and then I can just just chain this down so it doesn't blow off. I think that'll be good enough. I guess we'll find out, but no, I think that'll work pretty well. Just get this either bolted or tack welded onto that cone, and that should be good. And I think the rest of this, I just got to get this head pulled off and kind of go through it, maintenance it, sharpen the knives. I guess sharpen these with a grinder because the sharpener had been taken off of this one for different choppers. So, but anyway, for today, excuse me, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I got to run down and cut some firewood, so we'll get back to this project. Maybe, I don't know, I'll probably work on it some more tomorrow or maybe later tonight. We'll see how things go with chores. But anyway, I'll go get some firewood now. Hey everybody, Thursday, December 16th today. It's a little bit cooler out now. I just plugged the skid loader, plugged the block heater in. Yesterday we had, I think it was 51 degrees, and today it's, I don't even know what it is now. With this wind blowing, it feels really cold, but it's 18 right now. So we had kind of a storm come through last night. Brought us a little bit of snow this morning. It started out as rain, but we didn't get a lot of rain. Now it's mainly just wind, pretty good wind. It's not too bad right now, but you'll get pretty good gusts. But I do want to offer our prayers and sympathies for, well, these storms. It's all over the place. Kentucky and some of them surrounding areas got them bad tornadoes, and this storm here, I heard southern Minnesota really got bad. I think Iowa. So prayers out to all of them. But anyway, what I'm going to do right now, cows, I'm going to leave them in today because it's too windy. I can let them outside, but they are not even going to go eat. So the little calves over in the red barn here, they're all bedded down nice. I just checked on them. I got to give them a little more bedding, but they got to kind of pack down, but they're nice and dry. Dry cows, it's a west wind, so they got a good wind break. And them other heifers, I bedded them their pack last night, so they were all looking good. So I'm just going to go in the barn here and we'll check on the cows. I'm sure the cows are going to need some hay. Probably got their silage finished up. What I've been feeding them is some corn silage, some of that, excuse me, that oats and peas we chopped, and then I chopped some dry hay, some small squares, and mix that all together. And then they get their grain mix on top of that. But it looks like they got that cleaned up now. So I'm going to go through. Since they're not going outside, normally they would go outside, and then I got baleage out there for them. But since we're not gonna let them out today, I'm just gonna give them some dry hay here in the barn, and then we'll see. I don't know what tonight's gonna bring. If this wind doesn't die down, I can't really chop the dry hay outside, so I might just bring them in some of the other stuff, or I might just give them hay for tonight. I guess we'll see how that goes, what the weather's like when we get there. But anyway, I'm gonna sweep out their mangers now, and we'll get them some hay down. I will show you too, we had another calf born. I didn't get this one on video, but yesterday I got all kinds of wildlife. Little birds must have found a crack in the door. They come in here and make a mess. But this is Cherry here. She had a nice little heifer calf. Well, I shouldn't say it wasn't real little. Yesterday, this little bugger over here. How you doing? You're nice and warm in here, huh? Nice coat on, looking good. So pretty good sized calf. She had, everything went all right. Had it by herself. I come down and checked on her. She had been kind of messing around, dancing around, and I gave her a couple of calcium boluses, kind of like a bova calc, if some of you know what that is, but it's a big calcium pill if you think they have milk fever. So I gave her those, and within about a half an hour I come down and the calf was there doing good. So anyway, I'm gonna sweep up here and we'll get some hay out.